Hopefully we're back, folks. We had a momentary... Joe, are we back?
I'm checking.
We're checking. We're hoping we're back, folks. I'll keep talking if anybody's listening. They're calling back 4.
It's back.
And we're back. Ooh. That was a little exciting there for a moment. Nice shot by Scott Chadwick. That was the disadvantage of that Team Bonot's first rock getting behind the tee line. It opens up that come around draw to their rock now, and so now we've got Jordan Potts will have to come down, and it's still early in the end, but he may try to move that rock just a bit. They're calling top 8 weight. Rock is by. It's finishing nicely. Oh, nice shot. Top 8. Team Horgan will follow down, and at some point, I'm sure they will be running that red center back into that pile of granite that's accumulating on the center line. They're calling top 8. And that's starting to curl. They've got it. They just nicked that front red. They've been great getting those rocks by all night long. I think that might be one of the first wrecks they've had on one of those bumps trying to get position. They need to get by those rocks so tight to get the advantage on the angles. Jordan Potts will throw it. Take out here. And that needs to curl. And there needs to curl, is it? And it does. They get a little roll. Oh, it's probably overrolled. That rock, we may see that rock come into play for either of the teams later in the end as an in-off of it. It's a natural half rock double off that red. That red may be friend or foe later on in this end. Team Horgan's, they need that rock to, here it starts to curl. Are they going to get it enough? And it comes off of the red. Team Horgan's eyeing up that red thing, thinking that they're going to have that as a worst case option later on in the end. Team Bonot recognizes that too, but they've got that shot blue, or is it shot? No, it's second. They look like they're electing to play something out front. That blue off to the side would, if they least on that outside red, anything coming off of that, that red's going to jam into that blue. So they're going to leave that alone for right now. Mike McCarville, they think he's a little bit tight, and they're calling that they're going to be over curling on this. And do they get a little over? No, they don't. They don't get an overlap on the reds. We've got a great vantage point here to see where these rocks are coming back for the final end. Jacob Horgan's first shot. And he's going to come off. He's going to wick off of that front blue, and that didn't get the curl that they were expecting. And now Team Bonot, they're calling a timeout, and Al Hackner will walk down the ice here, and they'll take a look at what options they've got going forward. There's always those two reds out front are not staggered, and so either of those can be advanced into the house. That outside red becomes an in off of that either team could utilize. The advantage for Team Bonot here is that Team Horgan, if they're running anything into the house, they're going to be running red rocks into the house. And coming off, if Team Bonot leaves that outside red alone, Team Horgan's going to be driving, coming in off of, and it's a pretty steep angle to get that shot red, and I think that shot red will jam onto the blue as well. So very interesting end. All sorts of possibilities here. Avery, could you tell if they've decided to come off that outside red? You're not sure? You're too busy being the tech person, aren't you, to... Avery's a curler, though, and I'm sure she's enjoying watching this skill level. And they're coming off that outside red. They need about a big half, and they don't get it. It's a nose hit on that big weight. And Team Horgan has called a timeout. I believe that's their second. I can't see how much time is left. I don't think either of the teams is in a time clock shortage. Very interesting last end here, Avery, isn't it? Team Horgan needs two to call it a victory. Team Bonot, they've got shot rock, and right now I'd have to say I think I'd give Team Bonot a bit of the advantage with the way the angles are set up right now. don't think they're looking at those blues on the outside and driving. They can drive them in. I think there's a bigger risk on those outside blues driving them in. I think they could end up doubling their own rocks out or putting their own rocks into a worse position by. So I don't think there's any advantage to driving those blue ones in. They're looking at driving red into the house. Bison's last shots here. And a big weight takeout. He's got a couple of the front ones spinning out. We've removed basically everything out front. And we're down now to Skip's rocks. Wide open. Red is line 1. Blue is 2nd, 3rd. Red is 4th and 5th. So Team Bonot is looking at a hit and flop here. Horgan will have the opportunity to play that red, blue, red, and he'll be shot at the end of his shot should Team Bonot choose to hit that blue and looking to see if there's an advantage to hitting that and rolling or just staying put on that shot. They're talking about the roll just off of center here. Trevor's first. In-turn takeout. Sweepers are on it. And he's got it with the roll. So we've got red first, blue second, and then some more red in the house. So if Horgan's going to win this game, he's going to have to produce the proverbial Skip's deuce here. What he's trying to avoid here is giving Bonot a possible double to end the game here. Where they end up with their shooter, that's going to be critical. They'd like to get their shooter to stick around for third if they can. If that thrown rock ends up counting as fourth, they're going to make making two a little bit more difficult. Tanner's first coming up here. They think they need it to curl, and I think he's going to hit it a little thin, and he did. He hit it thin and didn't make contact on the blue, and I think that we're going to see Trevor throw a peel on this shot, and not the easiest. There's the jam on from the screen. If you're looking at it, there's a jam on the left off of that blue on a peel. But they're looking at the guard, and that certainly makes getting two a challenge as well. Again, very interesting end here. Team Bonot will keep this rock clean. We haven't seen any picks this week, and let's not see one here. They say the weight's good. Rocks, they say tight. They need it to curl. It's got to curl. Here it comes. And nice shot. So Team Horgan has to throw the perfect weight and just get by that front red, move their rock, and Team Bonot's rock, spill it far enough that they can count two. So this is going to require moving two rocks, so he needs to throw enough weight to make that, but he needs enough curl past that front. Or are they trying the blue? Let's have a look here. He's trying the blue in. And wow, we're maybe needing a measurement here. Wow. Avery, can we go above, and are we going to get the... Oh, we just can't quite see the red rock. Well, one of two things is going to happen here, Avery. Either Trevor Bonot and team is off to the Briar, or we're playing an extra end. Wow, that was an exciting shot. Our officials are out there. Mike McCarville is making sure that of the measurement. Okay, we've got wow. And Team Bonot has won. They will represent Northern Ontario at the 2024 Briar. Team has been there on the edge for a number of years, and they make that final leap. And we've got a happy group from the Fort Williams Curling Club. And congratulations to Team Bonot, Trevor Bonot, Mike McCarville, Jordan Potts, Curtis Bird, and Coach Al Hackner. Congratulations, team, on making that final hurdle and representing Northern Ontario at this year's Brier. Avery, thank you very much. I thoroughly enjoyed our curling afternoon together. We'll go back to streaming because we'll do the presentation.
Okay. So just keep it on.
Yeah, keep it on. We'll go back to. Are we on?
Yeah.
The verbal?
Yep.
Or can we stream now? Or
We're on streaming.
oh, okay. So we'll go to scene. Video. Okay. So we'll have the presentation of the awards. Laura Forget, the Executive Officer for the Northern Ontario Curling Association. And Scott Mosher will make the announcements. Again, what a great game we got to see this afternoon. Looks like Team Bonot is going to get the picture taken in front of the scorecard, score sheets, scoreboard.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a week of highs and lows and some fantastic hurling competition. Thank you all the competitors for the wonderful show that you put on this week. I want to introduce to you the rink from Fort William Curling Club that will be representing Northern Ontario in the Montana's Brier coming up in Regina shortly. Team Bonot, Skip Bonot, Vice Mike McCardle, Secretary Potts, Lead Curtis Berger, Coach Al Hackman. Bring it up. Now I'd like to introduce the Executive Director of the Northern Ontario Curling Association, Laura Forget, to present the trophy to the winning ring. Laura?
Thank you. Wow, what a final. The live stream dropped about end number 8. So, there's the flag and live stream voting the fans are on the edges of their seats. I'm just going to have you guys kind of stand and correct it. This trophy presentation, I will say, is going to be extra special and, dare I say, serendipitous because for the first time we're presenting the Al Hackner Trophy to our men's team. And it just so happens that we had
moving the sign and they banged it.
Congratulations to the team. Safe travels home for both the competitors and the spectators. Thank you, and have a great afternoon.
Well, again, thank you everyone for tuning in and watching what was a great game. And all the best to the team from the Fort William Curling Club, Team Bonot, Trevor Bonot, Mike McCarville, Jordan Potts, and Curtis Bird. Coach Al Hackner, congratulations and good luck representing Northern Ontario at this year's Brier.